Oh, I'm so excited. That is unbelievable. If I gave this to someone to eat in an Indian restaurant, if they were ordering chicken, they would not know any different. Thank you, Chicken of the Woods. So this is Chicken of the Woods mushroom. Now, legend has it that the gods of the woodlands and the forests would take pity on villagers and people that live nearby in times of scarcity, and they would gift the people with this incredible mushroom. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals to nourish the body, and they say whoever eats it gets the strength of the fallen oak tree or whatever tree it's grown on to help them survive those harsh and scarce times. Now, as you can see, it's almost like levels, like shelves on this tree, and that's another name for it, sulfur shelf for some reason. And as you can see, that's all I'm taking from this area. We'll leave that for the flora and fauna and whatever else needs to be done with that mushroom. I cannot believe this. I love foraging. So here's my incredible Chicken of the Woods mushroom that we harvested yesterday. We've made a schnitzel with them and it blew my mind. The taste and texture is mind-blowing. It's so much like chicken, that's why it's got the name Chicken of the Woods. Today though, I think it's got the power, it's got the strength, it's got the meatiness to hold up to some bold, strong spices. So I'm actually gonna try and make my version of a classic Indian dish, butter chicken. Butter chicken originated in Delhi in the 1940s, and it was actually created to make something out of waste. So leftover meats that were cooked in the tandoor oven were thrown into a creamy, luscious gravy, really, with cream in it and butter in it and nuts. I'm going to be using cashew nuts today. And it resulted in this really indulgent dish that spread all across the world. I think these mushrooms, like I said, have got the power to infuse and to soak up those spices. The first thing we want to do is marinate the mushrooms. I'm going to get them into my bowl, I'm going to tear them into the bowl and add some coconut yogurt and then some beautiful spices. I'm adding some garam masala, which is one of my favorite spice blends, some turmeric powder, some cumin, some ground coriander, and then some heat. I'm adding some red chili powder. We'll also add some sea salt, some minced garlic, and some minced ginger. Oh, they look unbelievable already. Now they're going to absorb loads of those spices, I'm sure of it. I think they've got the texture to do that. Just to help freshen this and just give it a lift, I think adding lemon juice to marinades is so important. So we'll add a generous squeeze of lemon juice and then we'll set this aside for 15 to 20 minutes to marinate. The longer the better, really. And during that time, I'm going to preheat my pan on my wood fire stove. But you can just do this at home, you know, just preheat your oven or your pan on top of your stove, get it nice and warm, ready to cook these. We want to try and create almost a tandoori effect. That's why I'm using my wood-fired oven. Full written recipe is on the website as usual. All right, so let's get the mushrooms cooking. This is exciting. Get some oil in the pan. You would do this just on your stove, and then we'll get those mushrooms charring and lovely and golden. Oh yes, now we're cooking. And the beauty of cooking it over fire like this is going to recreate that tandoori effect. It's going to have some sort of wood smoke infusion into it. So I'm going to utilize that. I'm going to get them cooking on top first. I'm going to get a lovely bit of colouring on the outside and then get them inside the oven. At home, if you're doing this on a stovetop inside your kitchen, just make sure you're getting the mushrooms really golden. You don't need to put them into the oven. And that's the beauty of this wood fire though, is that infusion of the smoke. I'm excited about this and it smells incredible already. Oh, I could sit by this fire all day smelling this mixture of this wood fire smoke and those spices just caramelizing all around those amazing mushrooms. They're in there for about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna now prepare the creamy, luxurious sauce that these mushrooms are gonna run through. First up, I'll just chop up my onions roughly. I'll get them sauteing in my pan on top of the stove. You would just do this over a medium heat with a little oil and of course butter. I'm using plant butter. I'm gonna throw in some garlic puree and some ginger, plus some finely chopped green chilies. We'll cook those down for about 10 minutes to release all of their sweetness, and all of that caramelly flavor is gonna be beautiful in the curry. Then we'll add some more spices. Onions are looking lovely and golden. Let's get some spices in, same as before, but I am gonna add some fenugreek as well, which is one of my favorite spices in the world. So we'll get some of these in now. So I'm going to let my spices cook for a few minutes before adding a pinch of sea salt, some tomato paste, some cashew nuts for the creaminess, and a splash of water once those cashew nuts have had a little bit of time to get some colour on them. All right, so this is gonna get blended up now, but before I blend it, let's mix some oat cream into it. All right, hopefully this doesn't splash me everywhere. If it does, I'm gonna transfer it to a bowl, then blend it, we'll see. I've got a cream jumper on. Yeah, we're gonna transfer it to a bowl, guys. There we go, much safer. All right guys, I think I've made it unscathed. There's nothing on me. I did a good job there. But don't advise wearing cream, but as you know, I always do it. So this actually, with authentic butter chicken recipes, often this is passed through a sieve to get the most luxurious smooth texture. I'm not gonna bother with outside. I'm just gonna get this back in my pan now over the heat, and then we will introduce that chicken. Oh yes, look at them. They are so meaty. Oh, these are going to be brilliant inside there because all of those spices and that tandoori smoky flavour is going to be infused into that. Let's get them in. This is just unbelievable. Look at that. Amazing. So creamy, and those chunks of mushroom. Chicken of the woods mushroom is phenomenal. I can't wait to taste this. Let's cook that for a few minutes. Just before serving my butter chicken, I'm going to stir through a knob of butter. I just can't get over how good this looks, and the chunks of that chicken of the woods mushroom. I'm gonna pick some of my coriander from the garden, sprinkle that over, and give this a taste. All right, let's get this over. Oh, this is amazing. I can't resist just a little drizzle of oat cream over the top. Gosh, I was so excited about this. I didn't even think about serving it with anything. I haven't got any rice, I haven't got any bread, but I don't think I need anything. Let's just taste this. Let's sit in the garden. Oh, I'm so excited. This is like a real rare occasion. It's a rare treat. The fact that this chicken of the woods showed up, I was able to find it, and I'm able to cook with it and sort of honor it and not rush and create something that doesn't really, I don't know, just celebrate this incredible blessing that I've managed to get. So here it goes. This is my butter chicken of the woods. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I just had a memory of when I was a kid eating chicken at an Indian restaurant, because what I love about Indian cuisine and the use of the tandoor is the fact that it dries the chicken but keeps it succulent on the center, so it's like really meaty, and all those spices obviously are absorbed, and you've got the sort of scent to the smoke. But it's done the exact same with this chicken of the woods mushroom. It's made it 10 times meatier than it ever was before. I cannot quite believe this. I gotta have another piece. Oh. I cannot believe this. Wow. I feel so lucky, honestly, to be able to find that chicken of the woods mushroom. Thank you to my friend Josie and her daughter Summer for giving us the treasure map to find it. I am so overjoyed. This is incredible. Thank you to India and that part of the world for the inspiration that I always get from the incredible spices that you have. My spice drawer is packed full always because I'm so inspired, and my mouth is having a party right now. If you enjoyed this recipe and if you enjoyed this video and the foraging content, then please support the channel by commenting and subscribing and liking. If you want a copy of my cookbook, you can click the link below and you can get 20% off too. Thank you so much again. I'll see you soon. Thank you, chicken of the woods. Woohoo!